I'm Cordelia Chui, I'm also known as Scarakye, and I'm a Hearthstone player and streamer for Team Barrage. I grew up in Cambridge, but I've been living in London for 5 years now. My parents are from Hong Kong, but I'm British, so I was born here. Outside of Hearthstone, I've just recently graduated from my game design BA, so that was from the University of Arts London. And I've just recently started a job at Jinx Esports TV as their social media and community manager. And in terms of my hobbies that I do in my own time, I play a lot of games. I like streaming. I also like playing piano, making cosplays, writing stories and songs and that kind of thing. And generally doing artistic stuff, I guess. My biggest achievement would be WSG. It was also kind of my first achievement, I guess. I played a lot of local tournaments, and obviously I played ladder and just for fun with friends, but I guess the first tournament I took seriously was WSG. Actually, the online qualifier I kind of didn't put much thought into, but then when I qualified for the EU finals in Barcelona, I was suddenly like, oh, okay, I've actually managed to qualify for a thing. Maybe I should try, a bit harder and see where this goes. And then I ended up qualifying for China. And then at that point, I was like pretty hooked, I guess. The experiences I've had are like just the coolest, to me, the coolest achievements I've had. Like I get to travel, I've met loads of people, and I get to play on stage and sort of feel proud of myself when I manage to, win a tight series or something. And yeah, and then right now I'm here in Italy, playing live tournaments, and that's just sort of like part of the stuff I do now, and I think that's really cool. So that's my favorite thing. What was WSG like? I felt really proud of myself at the end of it. I don't know, I'm always disappointed with the results, and that happened. But after the initial disappointment, I always feel like, when I add up like all the aspects of this experience that made it cool, was it worth coming out here? Usually the answer is like, hell yeah. But it was sort of daunting having people suddenly telling you like, oh, by the way, people are sort of really looking up to you for being a woman who's, competing. And I had people tell me that, their daughters or their friends' daughters or even themselves were watching the stream and feeling like inspired. And like the craziest, coolest thing was when I went to the global finals in China, and apparently one of the women there also competing said that she felt inspired from watching me on the stream. And that was like, I don't know, that was so touching, I wanted to cry. I was like, I'm not like arrogant enough that like I think I'm some kind of like role model, because I'm not, but I am super passionate about encouraging more women to feel comfortable in like online and gaming spaces, and it's like it's an issue that's like very sort of important to me. So whether I think I am or not, if some people think it's cool that I'm a woman who plays games competitively and they feel somewhat inspired by that at all, then that makes me really, really happy. I feel honored by that.